Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Steve coming at you. Hope you're having a great day. I'm back after a couple of days. I wasn't feeling well. My last couple of videos, I'm sure you guys could tell by my voice. I'm still not completely out of the woods, but I feel much better than I did, at least especially the last couple of days. And I wanted to cover something that happened a couple of days ago. I didn't get a chance to because I just wasn't feeling up to it. But I wanted to discuss Caroline Leavitt. It's Caroline Leavitt, the new White House press secretary, and she is absolutely amazing. She is a beast. Night and day difference between her and Biden's press secretary, Karine Jean-Pierre, who was had like three or four Infinity Stones of wokeness that she was dealing with, black, female, gay, and absolutely, completely incompetent at her job. Absolutely incompetent. And even before her, Strawberry Shortcake, who was before her, was Circleback Saki, Gene Saki, was Caroline Levitt, her first day in the press room, her first day as press secretary, talking to that press. She owned the room. She knew her stuff. She knew her facts, and she is an absolute gorgeous, as brilliant as she is gorgeous. I mean, she did a phenomenal job. I was so proud of her and so impressed. And she's actually the youngest press secretary to ever do this job at 27 years old, and she was an absolute command. It was a beautiful thing to see. Trump likes to hire people from Central Casting. She is definitely from Central Casting. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a moment. I'm not going to share the entire press conference. Just take a snippet of it so you can see what she did to she did to a couple of reporters in the press room. She is taking no crap from anybody. She is not there for the BS. I absolutely love it. So let me just share this guys with you guys real quick. Absolutely blew my mind. Just this one little snippet. Caroline did an awesome job. Let's get this going.
But hold pro-Hamas sympathies. The president is open to deporting individuals who have broken our nation's immigration laws. So if they are here illegally, then certainly he is open to deporting them. And that's what this administration is hard at work at doing. We receive data from DHS and from ICE every single day. From what we hear on the ground, ICE agents are feeling incredibly empowered right now because they actually have a leader in this building who is supporting them in doing their jobs that they were hired to do, which is to detain, arrest, and deport illegal criminals who have invaded our nation's borders over the past 4 years. That's what the president is committed to seeing. Peter.
Just following up on the question on immigration first. President Trump, during the course of the campaign in 2024, said the following about illegal immigration. He said, they're going back home where they belong, and we start with the criminals. There are many criminals. NBC News has learned that ICE arrested 1,179 undocumented immigrants on Sunday, but nearly half of them, 566 of the migrants, appear to have no prior criminal record besides entering the country illegally. Is the president still focused exclusively, which is a civil crime, it's not criminal?
It's a federal crime.
So I'm asking though, he said he was going to focus on those violent offenders first. So is violent offenders no longer the predicate for these people to be deported?
The president has said countless times on the campaign trail, I've been with him at the rallies, I know you've been there covering them too, Peter, that he is focused on launching the largest mass deportation operation in American history of illegal criminals. And if you are an individual, a foreign national, who illegally enters the United States of America, you are, by definition, a criminal. And so therefore you are subject to deportation.
I apologize for interrupting. So to be clear, it's not violent criminals do not receive precedence in terms of the deportations taking place.
The president has also said two things can be true at the same time. We want to deport illegal criminals, illegal immigrants from this country, but the president has said that, of course, the illegal criminal drug dealers, the rapists, the murderers, the individuals who have committed heinous acts on the interior of our country and who have terrorized law-abiding American citizens, absolutely, those should be the priority of ICE, but that doesn't mean that the other illegal criminals who entered our nation's borders are off the table.
Understood. Then let me ask you a separate question about the confusion that still exists across the country right now as it relates to the freeze or pause as it's described. President Trump, of course, ran one of the key policy items was that he was going to lower prices, lower the cost of everything from groceries, as he often said. But in many of the cases, it would seem that some of these moves could raise prices for real Americans on everything from low-income heating, that program, child care programs, Will nothing that the president's doing here in terms of the freeze in these programs raise prices on ordinary Americans?
What particular actions are you referring to that would?
Referring to LHEAP right now, that's the low-income heating program, for example. We can talk about, there's no clarity, so I could refer to a lot of them. We don't know what they are specifically. Can you tell us that LHEAP, that LIHEAP is not one of those affected?
So you're asking a hypothetical based on programs that you can't even identify. What I can tell you
just be
is
clear,
that
since you guys haven't identified, let's do it together, just for Americans at home. Medicaid, is that affected?
I'm done. She was smoking that dude. That is enough. That's enough for me. Wow. Wow. Absolute beast. Absolute beast mode. She looked amazing. Let's just call it out. We're not going to pretend. Now, what's funny is the women on The View, to the women on The View, that was a knock against her. He said, oh, she probably doesn't have any talent. Joy Behar, who should not be talking about other people's looks. Her and Whoopi are the two people on that show who should never be talking about anybody else's looks, period. But Joy Behar mentioned, well, she's only got the job because, as President Trump says, she's a 10. Yeah, she's a very attractive woman. But she also happens to be very, very good at her job and very sharp. And it was evident in that briefing. And she was not taking no shit from none of those people. It was phenomenal. You guys tell me what you guys think. I thought Karoline did a phenomenal job her first day as a press secretary out there. She came out the next day and clarified some of the information, that question he was asking about, it was all kind of the non-discretionary stuff, Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security. Those things were not being touched by the freeze or and that sort of thing. She made that very clear the next day. But she answered in that question as well. But if you want to see the whole press conference, I'll put a link to it in the bottom. You can check out the whole press conference. But she was phenomenal. Did a great job. You tell me what you think if you saw it. Tell me what you thought of that little skit, that little section of it that I shared with you. That little piece that I shared. Did you like Karoline? Or do you think she was the right choice? I know a lot of people were talking about Alina Habba, but as much as I love Alina Habba is phenomenal. Trump's lawyer from when he was having all those court cases in New York. I think Karoline's fantastic. And I like Alina in another job as Trump's lawyer in the White House, because that woman's a beast. She don't play. She is a straight bulldog. She's not taking no crap from nobody. But tell me what you think about Karoline. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. If you like her, if you didn't like her, I'd like to know why. And please do me a favor, like the video, comment on the video, share the video. I appreciate the growth of the channel, guys. Please keep it up. Keep sharing. I appreciate that more than you know. I'll be making more videos now that I'm feeling a little bit better. And I know there have been some things that have been taking place in the news recently. We'll discuss those things as well. And for right now, I'm going to let you guys go. Y'all take care. Talk to you again soon.